Hello, we are back at it again with another Amberlyn no. Ah! Hello, we are back at it again with another video, not an Amberlyn Reid video. Today, we are covering Foodie Beauty. It has been requested for some time on my channel that we look into her. I've also stated I wanted to look into her. I know a little bit about Chantel. She's kind of iffy to me, to be honest. Yeah, but we're back. Also, as we know, we gotta mention our girl, Amber Lynn. She has been posting 2 live streams. She's in her live stream era. She don't be wanting to work, okay? She do want that money, but she do not want to work, okay? So she's gonna. One thing about Amber Lynn Reid is she's gonna prop up that camera and stare at it blankly and bitch a person out and make that coin. So that's what she's doing. She unfortunately did get a cat. We are gonna react to the latest one because I've seen clips of it. It looks interesting, but to be honest, the other ones have not been that interesting. I haven't watched from her, but I watched the Ankle do like a synopsis thing, and also Apathetic Facts puts out really good videos, like synopsis videos of it. So honestly, if y'all are looking to do that, for the most part, go to Apathetic Facts. They chef's kiss. Also, if you didn't know, the Flaky Awards came out last night. Wow, I was on the edge of my seat the whole freaking time. It is my favorite. This is my Oscars. The Flakies are my Oscars. I do feel like I was robbed a little bit because I do feel like I must see you next Tuesday to Amberlyn, so that felt offensive. But congratulations to all the winners. Y'all deserve it. You guys are amazing. I do think it was a little rigged. Like one of them was about who was like the hottest or something, and Mr. Snowflake won somehow. So interesting. It feels a little corrupted. Feels a little nepo baby-ish. Okay, but let's see how they play out in the next few years. You know what I mean? Anyways, all jokes aside, it's fucking hilarious, bro. Like, this man is fucking hilarious. This is a grown-ass man who's, like, pretty beefy, with his, like, thick-ass beard, wearing a cow suit, doing a Flaky Awards about such a niche part of the internet. It's fucking stupid, you guys. What are we doing? I love it. I really do love it. But that aside, we are back. We are going to do a reaction to Foodie Beauty. I do know a little bit about her. I've seen things here and there from reaction channels that I watch because most people in Girl World, she's part of Girl World, obviously. And honestly, Chantel's kind of taking the cake right now. Amberlyn could never marry a man, switch religions, pretend to be this pious individual, which I'm sorry, far from it. Doesn't mean you can't be religious. Doesn't mean whatever. All of us are flawed individuals. But she tries to act like she's not. And then move to Kuwait, having to bounce around different countries because of obviously like she doesn't have like I don't think she had a residency in Kuwait, so I think she had to like go in and out because you can only stay for a certain long periods of time. So she's cheating the system there. Then she had the whole cat fiasco where she went to go out. It's actually right here. Where's Bruce Lee the kitten? So where she kidnapped a kitten off the street with its mother watching. Salah is literally telling her, don't do this. Her live is telling her, don't do this. She ends up taking to the vet, finds out it's a boy, is like, you know what? Actually, I probably don't want this. I'm gonna just give it back to its mom because, like, I'm a good human being. It's not at all because it wasn't a girl. And then, thankfully, returns the cat. And the whole time, e-begging for money. Literally, not even like Amber Lynn, who kind of like hinted at it. This bitch full e-begged in a country where you're not allowed to do that. Then got into a whole fight with this like the rescue team, And it ended up being taken like to the government. Like the government is the one that's like upset with Chantal, which Chantal the entire time of this like doesn't get it. Like it's not this like, rescue center that is like beefing with Chantal while they were, but like that wasn't the thing. They took it to the government. The government was the one that's like, we're coming for your ass, bro. Like, you can't be breaking laws like that. Chantal gets pissy. If you don't know, Chantal loves to be like, you Westerners, you're so blah, 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 blah. And to be fair, she does make a lot of points. I don't think it's her own points, but like, there are a lot of valid points, right? I think a lot of Westerners are very, as a person who grew up in America, who is Western, right? A lot of times, if you don't actively seek it out, it's very easy to be ignorant in these places because our lifestyle in the West is off the backs of other places and the suffering of other people. And your government doesn't want you to know that, Your government wants you to keep buying things at Target and going through that McDonald's drive-through and not looking where the money's going, and why is it so convenient for you to get things, yet there's like, people in many countries starving to death, or being exploited. Your country don't want to know you to know that, okay? So you have to seek these things out. Thankfully, more and more people, as the generations go on, are actively seeking it out. I am a person who seeks these things out because I want to know what the fuck is going on, and if I can do anything, try to at least prevent my footprint in these places, right? That being said, Chantal, as soon as life got a little difficult for Chantal, she flips back into the classic Western white girl and is like, oh my gosh, well, where I come from, I'm allowed to speak my mind, and I can't do that here. Well, Chantal, that may be true, but you chose to move to a country that you, according to yourself, do not have, freedom of speech in the way that you're used to. That sucks balls. Go back to your country then. Also, her complaining about how, like, it's crazy that, like, I'm getting penalized and I'm being harassed and, like, all this and that because I was trying to save a cat. That's not the problem. You can try to save a cat all you want. First off, actually know what the fuck is going on. And if you're going to take the kitten, take the fucking mother too, and actually provide health for it, or like provide medical services for it. She didn't do that. She took it to some fucking, weird ass down the street thing. Anyways, but she was like upset that she wasn't allowed to get money and was like, this is crazy. It's so backwards, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, like, Chantal, look at the laws. Like, there's laws that I had to look at for Romania to see what I can and can't do. I mean, laws are different in every country, my dude. And if you're in a country, especially if you're residing in that country, it's up to you to know the laws, So she just really, like, it's very easy to sit there and point your finger, and because I don't know, I think honestly Chantal forgets she's a white woman. She's a Canadian white woman. You can put on a hijab all you want. You're still a Canadian white woman. You are very privileged. You have grown up in a very privileged place, in a very privileged mindset. You can make a living off of you sitting on lives and talking trash and eating garbage. That's a dream for some people, okay? The fact that for the most part, look, she's not raking in money like Amber Lynn, but she has enough money that she's living life. Her husband doesn't have to work. She's going out and eating massive amounts of food. So clearly there's enough money going on, right? You're privileged. So it's very easy when you're in a privileged state to sit there and go, I'm so much better. Like those Westerners, they don't know what they're doing. But as soon as a little bit of, repercussions came onto you, suddenly you're hiding back and turning into the Western white woman that you claim to be so superior to, which is weird. No one's superior to anyone, people. We have differences. There's definitely lacks in certain places. It doesn't make you better, okay? So that's something about Chantal I really don't like, is this like cosplaying of a individual that understands things. Um, honestly, it was as soon as she started wearing the hijab, uh, her acting like, I don't know, her acting like she's something else that she's not. Which, don't get me wrong, people change. I've seen many of my friends decide to start wearing hijab or take off the hijab. Obviously, like, religious conviction can really change a person's soul, a person's heart. If you don't know, I reverted to Islam. I love Islam. It's a very beautiful, very open and accepting religion. Although, you know, I do struggle with religion still. There's something about Islam that really hits for me. But that's my own battles. We're ain't gonna talk about that. But I also I also grew up in a place that was very Muslim. So reverting to it wasn't so weird for me because I was surrounded by it pretty much my whole life. And like one of our closest family friends who are like is our aunts and uncle, like, and like the cousins, like we grew up as their family, are also Muslim. So it was just, it wasn't it, yeah, it's a whole other thing. But like I come from that perspective as well. I think it's really irritating to see Chantal, who is just, I'm sorry, I don't think is a good person. I think is scummy, tries to hide herself and like cosplay just a decent individual in general, and like it comes out like her real personality, her real self comes out, and it's not pretty. And I really dislike when people try to hide behind religious garments, because being wearing religious garments, saying that you're religious, doesn't make you a good person. We see this heavily in the U.S. right now. Saying you're a Christian don't make you a Christian. Okay, it's the acts that we got to do. Okay, it's the way that we act towards other people, towards our earth, towards other living beings, towards ourself. You know, that speaks a lot louder than, you know, wearing a hijab or a big ass cross and being like, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, therefore I'm good. Nope, doesn't make you good. That's my final rant. Let's get into this today. Actually, I don't know. Do I want to watch Going to a Supermarket in Syria, or nah, we'll watch the latest one. So so that was so obnoxious. Anyways, okay, y'all, I'm on some today. We are going to watch Cooking Traditions. Okay, Cooking Traditions in Syria. Rekak, I don't know how to say that. And Mali, hi, Bulgur and Jamid dish. I'm so sorry for all of that. Okay, I do not speak Arabic. Although I have taken courses and I can read a little bit of Arabic, but I don't really speak. I don't speak. I can only say a few things. Yo, why am I excited? Oh my god. I've actually never watched a Foodie Beauty video on her channel ever. So I've like, I feel a little giddy. Okay, calm yourself. It's fine.
Hello, Foodie Beauty. Hi. We interrupt this program for a special announcement. Get a cameo from me today and don't delay. I can sing happy birthday.
Oh, also, I love that you guys always say, there's always a comment in my section, because I drink from these these are water like bottles that you buy in Romania, and I just reuse them. So I have like 4 that I just go through. But I love that every time there's someone that's like, I thought you were drinking vodka. Girl, sometimes these girlies be making me need to drink some vodka, but alas, I am not trying to destroy my liver like that. But yeah, anyways.
Or tell me what you want. I'm like Burger King. You can have it your way. Cameos make great gifts, and you can keep them forever.
Yo, what is happening?
Bye.
What's honestly, that's gonna be my new sleep paralysis demon, y'all. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and it's gonna be Foodie Beauty, not even knowing how to form a heart. Okay, this is a heart. This, I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. Also, this is a cuter heart because it's anatomically correct. I love that. I think it was Japan that came that's like where it started. So cute. Anyways, it's just gonna be her going to me in the middle of the night. I'm gonna wake up. She's on the edge of my bed, just going. Terrifying, y'all. That was terrifying. Okay. Is anyone buying this? Real talk. Asking for a friend.
Hi guys, welcome back to a new series.
Okay, also, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pause so much because she's new for me. I really hate the voice that she puts on because this is not her real voice. She gets down and dirty. She does not talk like this, y'all. This is something I don't understand about Foodie Beauty or Amberlynn Reid. They do not ever really show their true self. It always slips out. So we end up seeing what their true self is, but they constantly cosplay these like docile little girls, which is weird because one, y'all are fucking Amberlynn's gonna be 35, which again by no means is old, okay? But you're not a little girl, okay? You're a woman, okay? Be proud of that. And Foodie Beauty, is she like in her 40s? Or is she also in her 30s? Foodie Beauty's she's a little bit rougher than Amberlynn, which is kind of crazy because she is technically, actually, I think height-wise, because Foodie Beauty is significantly shorter than Amberlynn, and Amberlynn is tiny. She's short. She's not tiny. She's short. So I think Foodie Beauty is like 5 foot, or maybe slightly less than that. Amberlynn is like 5'2". So like 2 inches, that's quite a bit, right? With the amount of weight that these girlies are carrying, 2 inches is a big deal. But yeah, anyways, it's weird. It's weird, these voices. Why you like, it's not infantilizing yourself, but I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's weird. It's like trying to cosplay a nice person. A nice person doesn't mean that you have this tiny little voice and I just like talk like this. No, your voice and you being a nice person do not correlate, but it's like our girlies seem to think that they do, and they put on this like, I don't know, little girl voice is the best way I can explain it. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. But I have a feeling that Foodie Beauty in general is just going to make me uncomfortable.
Here from Syria. So I have a very nice friend here. We will call her for the purposes of these videos Noor. So Noor and I are going to be preparing a dish.
Okay. Cool.
Called regatta. It's spelled differently. I'll put the spelling here, but it's basically just this is a dish that is layers of thin crispy bread and layered with chicken and onions and spices. So you'll see how it's made in this video. And Noor was nice.
Something about me, I love Middle Eastern food. Love it, love it, love it. Syrian food, Lebanese food, love it all. Give it all to me.
Enough to offer up her kitchen and
Palestinian
to teach me
food.
how to make different Arabic dishes. So this one I'm mostly just observing, but going forward I'm going to make more dishes myself with her help.
Here's the thing. Here's one thing I do. I will give props to Chantal. She does put herself out there. She does try a lot of things, and she's like kind of not afraid to make an ass out of herself, in the sense that like she's not gonna not do something because it might be embarrassing, and I do respect that. She's also very open to foods and just trying different things. She's not like, about things, which is nice to see. So I do like that. That's something I like about her that I dislike about Amberlynn, is that Amberlynn is very like, yes, they're both Western white girls. But Amberlynn is really the embodiment of like a caricature of what people think Western people are, which is like, I don't eat anything that's not boxed or frozen. I can't point out Russia on a map. I never travel out of my city. And that's literally Amberlynn. Like, it's really upsetting that she has the platform that she has, because this is like representing people in America. And it's just, this is not, of course there are people like this is not the norm of Americans. And it's like, this is oftentimes like what people are viewing as what Americans are. And I do like that Chantel kind of breaks that of like, I mean, she's, you know, very Western, like very Canadian in a lot of ways. Canada and America, I'm so sorry to you Canadians that love to think that you're different than America. Y'all are not that different than us, okay? It's a lot of the same things, okay? So, but I do like that she kind of breaks that mold, and like, she's very traveled. A lot of it comes from necessity, but needless to say, she does it. And she is very versed in a lot of different things, like a lot of different cultures and foods, which is cool. I don't know if she gives the most respect to certain things. I've seen whatever, like videos of like clips of certain things, but I'll give credit where credit's due.
So yes, that is what's gonna happen. So I hope you
Okay.
enjoyed this recipe. It was very delicious. All right, now we are adding a yellow onion to the pot with the chicken to simmer with the chicken, and that will just add a lot more flavor as well.
Oh, we're just popping it in like that? That's interesting.
Here we are adding some bay leaves, cardamom, and cinnamon to the pot with the chicken as well.
Love cardamom.
And then we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to let that simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour.
I'm not going to tell her how to do it.
Here was my least favorite part about this cooking process, because the onions were very strong and they made my eyes water. The lady I was with here had no problem with the onions, but me.
Well, she clearly knows what the fuck she's doing. You can literally tell which is which, because Chantel looks like she's never been in a kitchen before. She's like never seen an onion before or worked a knife. Bro, I had better knife work when I was like 10, working in the kitchen with my mom. My mom and I love cooking. It's kind of our thing. I'm a little bit gagged by this. Why do her hands look like that? Why does she look so incapable?
My eyes were very, very sensitive.
Look, she doesn't use the knife.
A whole bunch of onions, because onions, along with the chicken, are the main ingredients for the regatta. So you will see how the onions just add so much flavor to this dish. And we have a lot of them to cut up here. So
Chantel's just sitting there not doing nothing.
Just being cut
Babe,
up.
you could cut this.
Here, and then they are going to be cooked down in some olive oil.
Oh, you know it's gonna be so good.
All right, so now that the chicken has been simmering for a little while, she is now adding some salt, and she's gonna add some spices as well.
Wait, I love this salt holder.
Salt here, a good generous
this is so cute.
amount of salt.
Yeah, it's a big pot. A lot of chicken.
And then we have some curry powder. I love curry. It just smells so good. When it's cooking.
Yeah.
We have some ground cardamom.
Oh. I didn't realize cardamom.
Ginger.
I've only seen like big pieces of cardamom. We cook with that quite a bit. I've never seen it ground. I didn't realize it would be that pale. Interesting. You learn something new every day.
Actually, the one before that.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that's weird that it would be that pale.
The ginger.
Ooh, yeah,
sure
I
they look the same.
ginger.
So, and here
they don't look the same though. Carmen is definitely a bit darker. Dude, this is like making my mouth water a little bit.
What exactly Capsa spices are? We're gonna give that a little mix, and I think this is a bit more curry.
Cool.
And then just give that a stir around. Add the lid back on. And now we have some flour. 2 bags of flour.
Excuse me.
Because it is now time to make the dough for the rodaga.
Right.
It's kind of like almost like a layered pie, like a pie in a lasagna.
Wait, I'm excited to see this.
2 bags of white flour here.
Cool.
That are needed for this particular recipe. And we're going to add 3 spoons
I love this salt holder.
It's a very simple dough, just flour, water, and salt. And there's in the red bowl, there's water there. So
no yeast. Okay, I'm intrigued. Salt.
And then what's going to happen is she's going to gradually add cupfuls of water to the dough and mix it by hand. It's just so much easier. You gotta get some hand action in there to properly knead the dough anyways. So
what's with the audio?
Little by little, just incorporating the water there until you get the consistency that you need.
I'm intrigued to see what it looks like at the end. Wait, this woman should be making YouTube videos. Dude, I'd love to watch her actually teach us how to cook things. Why does Chantel have a platform? Give this woman the platform.
And I guess it's just easier to really work the dough if you're on the ground doing it. And,
yeah.
Of course, I'm not on the ground. Down on the ground, it's more difficult for me to be able to.
Yeah, Chantel, because you've eaten yourself to a point where you're a literal ball. Chantel's got a weird ass body. First off, I think she definitely has fatty liver. 110%. She's got a beer gut, which realistically is that's where she stores her fat. And also I think because she has fatty liver, and I think just all of her organs are just covered in fat at this point. It's just, but you've literally eaten yourself to being a ball. And somehow she figured out a place to get fast food in Syria. Girl. Only Chantel would, that'd be the first priority, is to find a KFC knockoff place in Syria. Okay.
Not like that. But she's getting in there and working the dough. And then
should I
after it's
put this up a little bit
to the consistency she likes, we're gonna let the dough sit for a little while.
I'm sorry if y'all get annoyed by this, but I cannot. She really talks slowly, y'all.
All right, here it is. Pretty much done.
Yeah.
Pretty close to anyway, and we're trying the broth. And man, the chicken, the broth, so flavorful. I couldn't believe it. The leftover stock is going to be such a good soup base. Yum. So this recipe has a ton of oil, and when I say a ton of oil, almost this whole bottle gets used. Now it looks like a lot of oil, it is, but you're going to see how.
Dude, look at that olive oil though. Oh, that's some real ass olive oil. My mouth is literally watering. Oh my god.
It's used later, so she's adding a ton of oil.
That color.
We almost kind of fried the onions in the oil.
Oh my god.
Now this is really good quality olive oil. I mean, we have here in Syria tons of olive trees everywhere. It's just a huge staple, and the end result.
It's kind of like a thing in, North Africa and just the Middle East in general. It's kind of a thing.
Actually, not greasy at all. It's just. Olive oil is very, very healthy, okay? So don't worry about all the oil. You'll see later. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, olive oil is very healthy. If you're going to use an oil, I use olive oil for most of my things. That's how I grew up, is using olive oil. It's, my mom is Greek, so olive oil is a very big staple in Greek cuisine as well. So, yeah, olive oil is good. It's a good fat. But obviously you don't want to, overdo anything. Too much of a good thing is still bad, but not coming for this lady's, cooking. But just so we know, Chantel, there's limits to things.
So the chicken's ready. We're going to remove it because it needs to be shredded for the recipe. So here we are, just removing all of the chicken from the pot.
Great. Yo, because we do need to see this woman plating the chicken like this. This is vital. Yes, yes.
And here I am, yay, I'm helping. I'm just
She's like a
doing,
toddler.
little things here and there to help. I mostly just wanted to observe this time, and...
No, let's be so fucking real. Chantal does not, she didn't want to do anything. You could have helped cut the onions. You could have helped knead the dough. Like, it's... My alarm just went off. But anyways, what do you mean you just want to observe? That's not how you're going to learn. You just are lazy and you want someone to cook for you.
Help where I could, but I'm stirring things around because, just trying to help as much as I can. And,
that house smells so fucking good.
On my own in the future. So here we are just shredding up the chicken. But after it cooled off a bit, of course, or it would be scorching, but we're going to shred up all of the chicken pieces.
Cool. I'm so curious about this bread. Oh. Y'all, that's not for you. She's like, give me that. You know what the fuck you're doing. Give it to me.
Now we are adding the shredded chicken to the
yes,
and the onions. So this is going to be our
I really do love food, y'all.
With all those spices incorporated that you saw before. So
you know that whole trend on TikTok that's like, ooh, my outfit's eating, and it's clear that I have too. First off, problematic trend, but also me, because I do be eating a lot of food. I do like food. Good food. I like good food.
To be the filling.
I'm not averse to trash food though. Okay, let's be so fucking real. I will eat a Taco Bell.
For the regatta and
Gaga.
the smell is just...
I just want to know how to actually pronounce it.
Put into words. Oh, so we had more spices. We had some more curry. Looks like more curry here. Some salt. I think this is capsa spice. Or cinnamon. Sorry, cinnamon. We had cinnamon, ginger, ground cardamom, and some more capsa spice are the main spices here.
Yummy yum.
And did I say ground ginger? And of course we have some black pepper here as well. Some black pepper. Yeah. We're gonna mix that in. And yes, the smell is...
I can only imagine the smell, y'all. I'm like literally salivating right now.
I'm going to give that some nice stirring as well. Incorporate all the flavors, mix the onions very well with the chicken.
Oh, I love that they have 6 burners. Oh, I love that. I wish I had that. With that, oh, that would make things so much easier. That's so nice. Okay.
It's nice and tender and shredded. The onions are just melted.
Is this Chantal's house? It's nice. It's really nice. Good for them, if that's her house. If it's the woman's house, mashallah, good for her. That's a nice house.
Cooked in the olive oil. It's just going to give it a really, really, really nice flavor. And, of course, I get to try some of the chicken.
Get your meaty ass hands out of there.
I was asked to. And, yeah, it's so good. And I was very hungry at this point. Everyone was hungry and smelling this food. So
yeah, I bet.
It was really cool to see how everything was made here. All right, now that the dough has been
ooh, okay. I've been waiting for this.
It's like a pan here greased with olive oil.
Okay.
And she's forming a bunch of balls of dough.
You guys, I'm going to make this after.
Recipe here.
Not the whole dish. I can't make the whole dish because I just don't have some of those. Something about Romania, y'all. At least where I'm living, they don't know how to use spices. And that's been difficult for me because I grew up in a spice heavy home. My mom literally has an entire cabinet, there's like 3 lazy Susans or whatever they call it, stocked with spice. Oh my god, y'all, stop it. Stocked with spice. I grew up with when I go home, because I'm making a vlog, I'll record a shot for you guys, so look for that in my next vlog, because I'll be like home in like 5 days, so I'll show you guys. But I grew up with spice. Every time we went to Greece, because I went to Greece my whole life growing up, That's where my mom's family is. When we went to Greece, we'd also like travel all around. One of the main things is like my mom would always get spices to add to her spice collection because she's a cooker, y'all. She taught me well. But coming here, we're like the main spices people use here are salt, pepper, and garlic, which, like, don't get me wrong, staples, but I need a bit more. My mom's literally like already preparing like spices, like a spice collection for me to take back here because I'm like complaining to her every week about how I can't find spices that I want here because they're very basic spices here. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. Wait, I'm really so excited to see how this bread turns out. I'm a bread connoisseur, but what I was gonna say is I'm gonna make this bread afterwards because I love experimenting with breads and bread recipes. It's like the amount of times I make bread at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm like, I want to make bread. It's unhealthy, but I'm very curious. I'm definitely trying this out after. Yes. Okay. I see now.
So these little balls of dough are being rolled out.
Yep.
To form the layers of the ragaga. So we have layers of dough and olive oil and then filling that are going to make up this recipe.
So it's kind of like a lasagna, but with bread.
So here you can see there's a layer of dough, and there's a layer of filling. Just like a lasagna. Like
I'm never wearing this shirt to film again. Oh my god. Also, maybe, y'all, I am not blessed that much in this, but this shirt be making it seem like I am. And this shirt is not even small, y'all. Like, it's like, I don't understand what's happening. Okay. Bear with me. You probably aren't even noticing, it's just me.
I said, Syrian lasagna, I guess, but it's, yeah, I've never tried this.
Don't say that.
Said it's amazing. So.
Not me. I mean, I did say it's kind of like a bread lasagna, but not really. It's just because it's layered. But let's not, you know, tarnish the actual dish. The dish has a name, okay? It's a dish. You don't need to call it some other dish.
And as you can see, like I said, there's a ton of olive oil used in this recipe.
As it should be.
But
yum.
Again, it's really high quality olive oil. And
you don't have to convince us. It's fine.
It was not greasy at all. It was like it just got absorbed or something. So, but they always use a lot of olive oil, and yes, as you can see here.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
It looks so good.
I've never tasted olive oil this delicious before.
My friend, she's from Morocco, and she brought olive oil back. Oh my god, yum! And she's bringing back more for me. She's going to Morocco in like a few days or whatever. Because she lives in Germany, but she's from Morocco, so her family's in Morocco. But she's bringing me back olive oil and spices, and I'm so excited.
So, but yeah, this is basically the process of just rolling up the
okay,
dough,
cool.
layering it with the filling here. So,
cool. I want to see the end product. How much longer is this? Okay, we're getting there. I wonder what it would taste like if she just baked the balls of bread. We're gonna find out.
So now we're poking holes to go into the oven for baking. And the dough balls and the filling made 2 different pies.
Why is that one darker? Just curious. Maybe it's just the pan color.
All right, the ragaga's finished. So here we have one of the pies, anyways.
Yes.
All finished. The other one is getting there, so we're gonna put it back in for a couple minutes or so. And here we are cutting the first pie.
Yes. I do support this message.
It's almost like actually like a pot pie, like a Syrian pot pie kind of, but here it is with the layers.
No, there's a dish that it reminds me. It's not it kind of reminds me of meat borek. Yeah, it looks good.
Huge
I'm not
chunks
gonna
of
lie.
chicken.
With some labna. Is that labna? Oh yeah. Or like hummus, obviously. Okay,
with some lemon or some yogurt.
Labna? Labin? It's labna. But yes, agreed. Very good.
And I'm having some water. Sauté. So the next day for dinner, we had a dish called, a traditional Syrian dish called malehi. And this is made with jamid here. That's what you're seeing right here.
What is
jamid.
that?
And this was made homemade by the person cooking this meal.
Interesting.
And it's dried yogurts. I tried a piece of it, and it tastes very similar to Parmesan cheese. It's really delicious. And then it gets liquefied into like a yogurt sauce. And they use this same type of jamid and as well as mansef. Maybe you heard of mansef. But malehi is a dish made with bulgur, jamid, and chicken or lamb. And we're having chicken.
Not lamb? Okay, one of these days, before I die, I'll become vegetarian. I know that it's, you know, I should, not health reasons, but because environmentally, it's better for us right now. Unless I'm like out here doing it ethically, which you can't really do ethically. You can't eat meat super ethically, you know, in Western countries. Although it is a bit easier to do here in Romania because a lot of it is like actual farmers and they're just bringing in the meat. So it's a little bit easier, but it's hard to do it in like more like populated Western countries because you're just eating meat that's like factory process kind of thing. Not in the sense that they're putting in stuff, which they are, but in the sense that it's just like mass production of meat, and then a lot of that meat ends up not being even used, and then all the whatever. But one reason, all that to say, one reason that I can't get myself to be vegetarian at this moment is because lamb, I cannot let go of lamb. It's literally my favorite meat. If I could only eat one meat for the rest of my life, it would be lamb, which is so sad because they're so cute. But they're so good. It tastes so good. I'm so sorry.
Today, so this is
it's also a meat that I grew up with, so it is an acquired taste. I know people who tried, many of my friends, the first time that I tried lamb is at my house. They did not like it, but to be fair, they had never tried it until they were like teenagers. And it's an acquired taste. It does have a very specific taste, but I be eating that shit up. It's so good.
To explain, it's like a dried yogurt.
This is interesting. I've never seen this, never heard of this. Want to try it. Very curious.
Into a sauce in a lot of different Arab recipes.
Okay.
Now, I forgot to film some of this, so somebody filmed for me, and they filmed in the other way, so sorry about that, but it's okay. This is them stirring the jamid sauce. They add it's stirred in with the chicken broth, the broth from the chicken. The chicken had been simmering, like you saw in the previous video, for the ragaga. So something similar. So this is making the sauce, the yogurt sauce.
I will be looking up these recipes afterwards.
Basically, the jamid, yogurt, and chicken broth and spices. So once the bulgur is cooked, it gets kind of mashed like this, kind of like you would do with mashed potatoes. They have a special big spoon to mash the bulgur with. And
I've never heard about mashing bulgur. I usually eat it whole, like the whole kernels.
The ghee is a bit later, but right now they're just mashing the bulgur, and they add some yogurt to the bulgur as they plate it, and as they're mashing it, they add a bit of the yogurt sauce. They add some ghee, and now as they plate it, they serve on these big serving plates. We all eat together and sit around on the floor and eat like that, and they just drizzle it with some yogurt as well. And here is the process of them adding the yogurt and broth.
I want to try this.
to the
I love experimenting with food. I love trying new food. I'm also like Chantal. You put anything in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. Like I will try anything once, and I love like experimenting with it and whatever. That's like one of my favorite things about traveling is the food. Obviously seeing things or whatever, but it's the food. Like I feel like the closest way to understand a culture, the best way to like really incorporate yourself into a culture is through the food, right? Food is heavy centered in most places.
bulgur wheat as they're mashing it.
This background music's killing me. She's really living her Arabic princess dream, I guess. I don't know. It's really killing me, y'all. Sorry, I'm not like bitchy in this. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, this maybe wasn't a great video to react to because we're not really hearing anything about Chantal, but I am very curious about this food.
And here's the clip of them adding the ghee. They add some ghee as well while they're mashing.
I do love ghee.
Ghee is clarified butter.
Yeah, it is good.
So this is animal ghee, and they're just mashing that all together. Ghee also gets drizzled on top of the final result.
Oh.
That's what. And here's the final result of the mehi. And
Interesting.
as you can see, the leftover.
I don't love how pale it is, but I'd try it. It's probably good as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look that appetizing to me. But it probably tastes good. So
yogurt broth that gets served on the side. So you can add it as you're eating as well. You can take some sips from it. Salah and I shared one. And this is the chunks of chicken with the bulgur wheat and the sauce. And it's a very traditional Syrian dish. And it was so delicious. It almost tasted like a risotto, if I could describe the texture and the flavor.
that adds up.
It was really, really, really delicious. I enjoyed it very much, and I was very grateful that they made this dish for me.
Cool.
Sauté.
All right. Well, that's that. Maybe this wasn't a great first video to be introduced to Chantal, but honestly it was very interesting and I actually really enjoyed it. I do wish that it wasn't Chantal speaking, but I like half my YouTube, well, it used to be, maybe it's not anymore. No, it probably is still. I love food vlogs, food, all of that. Like one of my favorite like genres to watch is like food travel vlogs. Yeah, so to me this was very entertaining, but we'll keep up with her. We'll I know there were some people that were telling me channels to watch. I forgot the names of it, but I know where to go look to find them, of channels that do, what do you call it, synopsises of Chantal's lives, which is where a lot of the drama ends up happening. I did pop into one of her lives a few days ago because I was like, what's Chantal doing? Because I was planning on making a video, but there was only like 400 people in there, which was kind of crazy, especially comparing it to Amber Lynn, who gets like thousands of people watching her. It's kind of crazy, but you know, it is what it is. She's definitely not as popular as our girl, but thank y'all for watching. My next video is going to be me reacting to Amber Lynn's live. Should be interesting. I do know that shit goes down in that one, so we'll see. But thank y'all for watching this one. Let me know if there's specific videos that you want me to watch of Foodie Beauty. That's such a dumbass name, y'all. Like, you gotta make a name that people can just say and it rolls off the tongue. The Foodie Beauty is a tongue twister. It's not a good name if it's a tongue twister. But let me know if there's specific videos that you want me to watch, or if there's a specific way you want me to watch these. I'm, again, getting introduced. Obviously, I know some of the lore of Chantal, but I don't actually watch her, so I don't know her like I know Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn and I are like this, you know? I know everything about Amber Lynn. Chantal, not so much. I just know kind of the big parts that have happened in on her channel. So let me know how I can improve, because this is only my first time reacting to her. But if you all like this, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer. Everyone's relaxing if they're able to. And I'll see you guys in the next video.